What if I told you there's one piece of armor so powerful, so invincible, that it guarantees victory against any enemy every single time? No, I'm not talking about some legendary item in a video game or a mythical shield from an ancient tale. This piece of armor is real, and the craziest part is, you already own it. You were born with it. Stick with me, because what I am about to share could completely change how you face every single challenge in your life. We spend so much time looking for external solutions, right? We want the perfect strategy, the secret technique, the ultimate tool to conquer our problems. We think if we just had that one thing, more money, a better job, the right connections, all our enemies. Whether they're personal doubts, professional rivals, or just the daily grind, would crumble before us. We arm ourselves with knowledge, skills, and resources, building up our defenses piece by piece like a medieval knight preparing for battle. But what happens when a new, unexpected enemy appears? What happens when our carefully constructed defenses are breached? We feel lost, vulnerable, defeated. The problem is, we've been looking in the wrong place. The most powerful piece of armor isn't something you can buy, forge, or find. It's something you must build and reinforce from within. This invincible armor is your mindset. Think about it. Two people can face the exact same enemy, let's say a sudden job loss. One person sees it as a catastrophic failure. Their world collapses. They're defeated before the fight even begins. The other person, wearing the armor of a resilient mindset, sees it as an unexpected opportunity. A chance to pivot, to learn something new, to find a career that's even more fulfilling. The enemy is the same, but the outcome is completely different. The battle wasn't won by a better resume or more savings. It was won the moment they chose how to perceive the situation. So how do we forge this unbreakable mindset? It's not about chanting positive affirmations in the mirror or pretending problems don't exist. It's about a fundamental shift in perspective, and it starts with three core components. First is the principle of radical acceptance. This doesn't mean you have to like what's happening. It means you stop fighting reality. When you're stuck in traffic, screaming at the cars in front of you doesn't make them move. The enemy here isn't the traffic. It's your resistance to it. Radical acceptance is the act of saying, okay, this is the situation, it is what it is. Now, what can I control? This immediately disarms the enemy of frustration and anxiety. You stop wasting energy on things you can't change and redirect it toward what you can. You can listen to a podcast, call a friend, or just enjoy a moment of quiet. You've just defeated the enemy without moving an inch. The second component is cultivating a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you face an enemy, a difficult project, a complex skill you need to learn, a fixed mindset says, I'm not smart enough for this. I'll fail. The enemy wins. A growth mindset says, I might not know how to do this yet, but I can learn. This challenge will make me stronger. Suddenly, the enemy is no longer a threat. It's a sparring partner. Every mistake isn't a defeat. It's a lesson. Every setback is just a rep in your mental gym, making your armor thicker and stronger. Failure is just data. The third and perhaps most crucial component is anti-fragility. This is a concept popularized by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. It goes beyond resilience. Something that is resilient resists shocks and stays the same. Something that is antifragile gets better. It thrives and grows when exposed to volatility, randomness, and stress. Think of the Hydra from Greek mythology. When you cut off one head, two grow back in its place. Your mindset can be like that. When you face criticism, instead of just shrugging it off, you can use it to find your blind spots and improve. When a business plan fails, you don't just start over. You build a new, more robust plan based on what you learned from the failure. Your enemies, your challenges, your stressors, they literally become the fuel that makes you more powerful. Let's apply this. Imagine your enemy is a fear of public speaking. The traditional approach is to avoid it at all costs. But with your new armor, you first accept the fear. Yes, I feel anxious about speaking in front of people. That's a real feeling. Then, you apply a growth mindset. I'm not a good speaker yet, but it's a skill I can develop. You see it as a challenge, not a death sentence. Finally, you embrace anti-fragility. You volunteer for a small presentation. It might be terrifying. Your voice might shake, but afterwards, you didn't just survive. You're stronger. The next time will be a little easier. You've taken the enemy's power, the fear, and used it to forge a more confident version of yourself. The fear itself becomes the tool for its own destruction. This armor of the mind built from acceptance, growth, and anti-fragility is what separates the perpetually victorious from the perpetually vanquished. It works against any enemy because it changes the nature of the battle. The fight is no longer happening out there against external forces. It's happening in here, within your own perception. And that is a battle you have complete control over. The enemy can't land a blow you don't allow it to. It can't defeat a mind that is prepared to learn from the attack. It can't break a spirit that uses stress to become stronger. This isn't just a motivational idea. It's a practical, strategic weapon. The next time you face a challenge, a setback, or an obstacle you feel is insurmountable, pause. Before you look for an external solution, look inward. Ask yourself, am I resisting reality? Am I telling myself I can't or that I can't yet? And most importantly, how can I use this very challenge to become better than I was before? This is the one piece of armor that never fails. It deflects negativity, absorbs failure, and transforms every attack into pure strength. It's always with you, it costs nothing, and it's infinitely powerful. You just have to choose to put it on. Thanks so much for watching the Tanakh. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on mastering your inner world. I'll see you in the next one.